his eternal crusade to corrupt and unmake the beauty of the realm, Relthor, one of the higher gods, sought to create a new race, one that would rival the elves not just in form, but in the purity of their essence, so that their eventual fall into darkness would carry far greater meaning. As a true god, Relthor possessed the power to create life, but this time he desired more than creation. He wanted desecration. He sought to forge a reflection of the elves, not twisted from nothing, but built from the very soul of their kind, tainted by shadow from the beginning. To carry out this vision, Relthor enlisted a trio of his loyal lesser gods, each chosen for their cunning and cruelty. Drathos, god of betrayal and false promises. Mixora, goddess of poison and silent death. Cavronis, god of fear and dread. Together, they orchestrated a dark plan, the first step. Subdue Kerelis, the god of fire and forgecraft. With his divine skill in shaping life through the flame, Kerelis would be forced to forge Relthor's twisted vision. The ambush was sudden and overwhelming. In a remote forge within the mountains, the three lesser gods assaulted him in unison, binding him with cursed shackles smelted in fear and venom, suppressing his divine fire and silencing his will. Next, they sought the seed of purity Relthor required, a soul as unblemished and vibrant as the elves themselves. The chosen vessel was Lúthien, a young elven girl whose spirit shone brighter than most of her kin. She was not taken under cover of night, as might be expected, but in broad daylight by a swift and cunning creature crafted by Mixora. A silver-winged wraith beast with the speed of lightning and claws steeped in dream-sleep poison. Her village never saw it coming. Bound in a cage of silent crystal, Lúthien was brought to the corrupted forge where Kerelis, now enslaved, was ordered to use her essence as the core of Relthor's new race. Though his hands worked under duress, Kerelis did as commanded, shaping the first of the Forged Elves, a race built from fire, purity, and malevolence. 70 were created, each bearing elven form, but marked with darkness. Ashen gray skin, white flowing hair, and amber eyes burning like reptilian coals, reflecting both the stolen light and the consuming shadow within. Though only 70 Forged Elves had been completed, the damage was done. These firstborn of shadow and stolen light became the progenitors of a growing darkness. But their creation was flawed in ways Relthor hadn't foreseen. The internal struggle between purity and corruption within the Forged Elves was too great. Over time, the fragments of Lúthien's soul trapped within them began to tear free from these remnants of elven purity, seeking peace and renewal. Fairies were born, their spirits merging with butterflies, becoming radiant, winged beings of light, healing, and balance. Yet as light was expelled, so too was an equal measure of darkness. The hatred, fear, and cruelty that Relthor had imbued also fled the bodies of the Forged Elves. These fragments found their own form, binding with dragonflies, sharp and swift, creating the Malfaere, the dark mirror of the Fairies, small yet malicious, whispering chaos into the world. The Forged Elves, now free of spiritual division, fully embraced their cursed nature. Though only 70 were originally created, their legacy has since spread like a blight. their numbers growing through conquest, dark rituals, and selective breeding. They remain a reminder of the price of desecration, a people born not of love or harmony, but of force, fear, and the corruption of innocence. And deep within some of them, even now, a flicker of Lúthien's essence may yet remain. Silent, watching, waiting.